In August 1966, an ordinary West Yorkshire council house at 30 East Drive became ground zero for one of Europe's most violent hauntings, and the Pritchard family was trapped right inside. It started quietly. 15-year-old Philip Pritchard and his grandmother were the first to witness chalk dust materializing out of thin air. Soon, the entire family watched in horror as thick green foam bubbled up from dry pipes. But it was only when everyday objects began launching themselves across the room that they finally sensed a sinister presence. They nervously nicknamed the unseen entity Fred in a desperate attempt to cope with the terror. But Fred was not friendly. The entity quickly escalated from throwing objects to brutal physical attacks, slapping and shoving family members before locking them inside pitch-black rooms. The absolute climax came when the youngest daughter, 12-year-old Diane, was dragged, screaming up the stairs by her throat, leaving dark physical bruises behind. Witnesses, including terrified neighbours, soon saw the entity for themselves, a towering, shadowy figure roaming the halls in dark robes. A terrifying apparition dubbed the Dark Monk. In a final, frantic attempt to reclaim their home, the family lined the doorways with garlic, and surprisingly, the violence finally ended. But the damage was done. Traumatized by the ordeal, the Pritchards eventually fled, unable to ever feel safe in those walls again. Their story was later adapted into the 2012 film When the Lights Went Out, directed by the family's own nephew, Pat Holden. But the connection doesn't end there. The film's producer, Bill Bungay, was so obsessed by the case that he actually bought the house at 30 East Drive to preserve its dark history. Today, it remains standing, empty of permanent residents. And some say the Dark Monk never truly left.